Hello and welcome to the Awaken Your Business podcast. My name's Tyson Sharp, and after coaching hundreds of online entrepreneurs, it became very clear that the vast majority will look to grow a successful business unconsciously as a solution to feel enough, to feel worthy, to feel safe and secure. And if you've ever felt fear, doubt and uncertainty on this journey, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's in here where we uncover those unconscious patterns, where we face them head on, and through connection, through consciousness, through courage, you start to find your true freedom. Because I believe building a successful and aligned business starts with your personal awakening. So take a deep breath, and I'll see you on the inside. I just feel pulled to go on a bit of a riff here, because I just did probably about an hour-long meditation, and it's so clear to me when I'm in resistance, when I feel like things should be different, and I can catch myself very quickly, and I start seeing patterns, and not only myself but in the community and in the online world, online business world in general, is when a lot of people get stuck in the uncertainty of what to do next, and they feel like they need to know the answer. And it's so clear that we've grown up in a world, like for example in school, where we feel like unless I know the next steps, unless I know the sequence of I need to do this, and this to get this outcome, then we think we need to figure that out before we take action. And in school, we feel like I can't get from 3rd to 4th grade unless I know everything in 3rd grade, and vice versa. If I need to go about my work and I have my tests in grade 4, then I can't go to grade 5 unless I know all of the answers, right? And so we sort of ingrain in ourselves what it's like to move forward, and it's I need to know the answers. And so when you go into the world of entrepreneurship, it's not like that at all. In fact, if you look for the answers, you'll get 15,000 different answers on what to do next. And so we haven't been trained into how to deal with that uncertainty. And so I titled this episode, What to Do Next. How to know what to do next. And anyone who's been following me for a while will probably know the answer. And that's to be there for the side of you that's uncertain. Right? Be there for the side of you that feels uncertain. Another way of describing that, if you've listened to the last few episodes, is to drop all resistance. Drop resistance to what is. Drop resistance to what you're feeling right now, and just breathe and be okay with feeling uncertain. Be okay with feeling uncertain. Be okay with not knowing the next steps, because there's a very, very big difference when you move forward in your online business, when you move forward in your whatever endeavors are next for you. There is the uncertainty and moving forward, and there's the uncertainty thinking you shouldn't be uncertain, right? There's not knowing the answers, and there's thinking you should know the answers. Can you see the difference? So if you were to breathe right now and focus on your body, no doubt you could feel what it feels like when you're in the area of uncertainty, right? When you are looking to take the next steps and you just don't know what those next steps are. And you can breathe with it and you can feel it fully. And what you'll notice is there's an internal 5-year-old right now, an internal 5-year-old that's surfacing in the form of uncertainty, in the form of doubt or worry or frustration, whatever it may be. And this 5-year-old has a belief. This 5-year-old has a belief that says, I need to know the answers before I move forward. Right? If I don't know the answers before I move forward, I might fail. And if I fail, I'm going to feel like I'm not enough and not worthy of the love that means my very survival. So all that's coming up right now is a 5-year-old. You have an internal child that's scared of the uncertainty. So you can either take action and trying to find the answers so that you can have the certainty and the comfort of taking action. But that won't be from your expansion. And it won't be your expansion because what you've done is you've just ignored the 5-year-old that's coming up that needs to be seen. So let me break this down for you. So you want to move forward. You feel this uncertainty. You feel it in your body. This is in the form of a 5-year-old that's coming up that has certain beliefs. And this 5-year-old comes up because they need to be seen, heard, understood, and loved. If you take action based on the place that I need to find the answers so I can have some certainty, you ignore this 5-year-old that's coming up, and therefore the fear, the uncertainty will grow unconsciously. And that's why, even if you have the answers, even if someone was to tell you, oh yeah, here's the answers right here, for some reason you will still feel uncertain because you still have ignored the 5-year-old that's coming up. But if you've listened to some of the episodes around escaping your jar, for example, or the earlier episodes where I shared a few clips of some video series, you'll know that feeling this fully in your body is always the first step. Always the first step. It's just feeling this fully. Breathe with it. Breathe. Feel it fully. Feel where it is in your body. And then drop the resistance and judgment. Drop the resistance and judgment to this emotion, this pattern, and just love what is, internally and externally. What would your life be like if you would just drop resistance and be okay with the uncertainty? Be okay with not knowing the next steps. What would happen then? You would actually start to be in alignment with life because you're in alignment with the now. You're in acceptance, right? A total space of surrender, to just be in a place of acceptance of what is. And therefore you can start listening to more of your heart. Some of you call it intuition. Some of you feel this pull that feels exciting in your body. And you can start listening to that right now when you're living in the present moment. In the present moment of loving and accepting what is. Total surrender. And you can start loving this 5-year-old that feels like they need to know the answers. So don't think you need to move forward by knowing all of the steps. That is just moving forward from a place of safety and security, and it's not your heart's expansion, right? It actually, when you pay attention to your body, it actually feels contracting. When you're trying to look for the answers before you move forward, it may feel very safe to your mind, but it feels really scary and constricting in your body, right? Because it's not you on your expansion. So feeling that and moving forward, knowing that it is your expansion, allows you to bring in your playfulness, your creativity, your alignment, right? Your intuition or your heart's guidance, so that you can take the next step and the next step and the next step. Because that's what your heart will do. Your heart will give you just that one next step. Just that one next step. It won't give you all of the answers, right? Or else it wouldn't be a leap. You wouldn't be on your heart's edge. You wouldn't be in your expansion. So your heart will just give you that one guidance that says, what if I just did this? Right? What if I just did this? What if I just served in this way? What if I just opened up and was super vulnerable and open and honest? What if I just marketed it this way where I didn't even care what was happening, but I just wanted to make a difference and contribute? Right? What feels an expansion for you when you're not worried about what you can get from it? When you're just in your space of creating a difference, right? Creating a difference where you're aligned with the now and you're also aligned with your purpose, your internal purpose and your external purpose. Your internal purpose is always to align with this present moment, and your external purpose will be different, will be different from person to person. But that's the pull. That's the difference you want to make in the world. And so you can start to pay attention to, 1, what it feels like in your body. 2, what it feels like to drop the resistance and actually accept it. Actually be okay with this. Be okay with feeling uncertain, with not knowing the steps. And 3, just following your heart. See what comes through when you have this creativity. When you drop the resistance and judgment, you'll feel an inspired, extra level of creativity, a flow of alignment, because you've completely accepted what is. You've completely accepted what the present moment is giving you now. And you'll be in a space of having the courage to take that action. And I know some of you are probably thinking, okay, but yeah, just tell me the answers, right? And you catch yourself all the time. Your mind will say, what do I do next? Your mind will say, what's the right thing to do? Your mind will say, how do I do this so I know what I'm going to get? And my question to you would never be, okay, take action from that place. What can you do from that place? My question to you would always be, how can you be there for the side of you that's asking that question? If you catch your mind and your ego saying, okay, what do I need to do next? And you can catch yourself asking it from a place of desperation or scarcity or neediness. My question would be, how can you be there for the side of you that's asking the question? Can you be okay with not answering that question? Can you be okay with sitting in meditation, sitting in silence, and not needing the answer to that question? Because that's where you may find the answers. You may find the answers in stillness. You may find the answers in silence. You may find the answers not coming through your head, through intellectual conversations, but you may find it in your heart where it just feels aligned. And that's only accessed in stillness. So that's really a key in this process. A key in this process is when you catch yourself saying, oh my God, what do I do next? Be okay with not answering that question. Just be there for the side of you that's asking that question. Right? Be there for the side of you that thinks there's a right or wrong way to do something. Right? Think of this. If there's a side of you that thinks, okay, there's a right or wrong way to do something, then you're going to try and find the right way because you're scared of making the wrong decision. But your heart knows, intuitively you know that there are no right or wrong decisions. Because everything, as long as you're leaping from your heart, as long as you're feeling, as long as you're connecting with yourself at a deep level, everything is in your expansion. There is no action you can't learn from, you can't expand from, you can't deepen the connection with yourself from, and therefore there is no right or wrong action. There is no right or wrong decision. But in fact, just staying in one place, thinking you need to be safe, thinking you need to be secure, is putting you in a space of contraction, right? It feels contracting because you're not expanding. So feel that. Even after this episode, just be there for a few moments, whether it be 5 minutes. Just sit there and breathe. And as you breathe, you'll feel the uncertainty, you'll feel the doubt, you'll feel the worry, you'll feel like, I don't know what to do, and you'll start dropping the resistance to it, where you can start to feel like that's okay. That is okay. I'm okay with feeling uncertainty. I'm okay with not knowing the answers. And you can just sit in stillness, you can sit in silence, and you can just be there for the side of you that's asking that question. A completely different way of approaching this that many people aren't used to, but it is an absolute game changer. What you'll find is when you take action from a place of stillness and a place of not needing to know the answers, you'll just develop a different depth, a completely different depth of creativity and flow and alignment. And you'll just be one with this moment, and it's an absolute game changer. And building your business from that place means you can build it consciously. You can build it from a conscious place of noticing when your ego is running the show, noticing when you can connect with yourself, noticing when you can transcend those patterns and just build your business from a place of absolute consciousness. And so let me know how you go. Let me know in the community. Let me know if you want to send me a message, because this is a game changer for me, and it's been a game changer for the people in the community as well. So I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thanks for listening to the Awaken Your Business podcast. If you're like me and you have a heart that wants to contribute, you might want to come join us over on the online Facebook community called Connect, Contribute, Collaborate. This is the community of heart-centered business owners who are all doing this internal work. We mastermind around the latest business topics, we collaborate with each other to grow as one, and we do what we can to assist some charities and worthy causes around the world. So head over to tysoncoaching.com where you can find the link to join. And if you know you want to dive in deep into this work yourself, sign up for the free transformational group coaching calls. Whether you want to uncover some unconscious patterns or shift those you're already aware of, or maybe even just benefiting from the live coaching of other members, there's always takeaways that lead to more peace and clearly more business success on the other end. Because I believe it's not what you learn here that's going to help you with your awakening, it's what you actually do with it. So if it feels like your expansion, jump over to tysoncoaching.com and I'll see you in the community. Take care now.